Somewhere in the middle of the desert in Nevada, there's a place where, if you look to the west at sunset, you'll be able to make out a tiny, house-shaped structure in the far distance. Wait for the sun to set completely, and then you must walk straight towards that structure without deviating. As the night wears on, you'll hear groans and cries of pain in the distance. Ignore them. You must continue to move towards where you saw the building. The night will seem much longer than any normal night, but if you continue walking until the sun comes up again behind you, you'll find yourself suddenly in front of a battered, dusty shack. Inside, you will find no windows or doors, including the one you just came through. And in the center of the room will be a body. Reports of decay vary from recently dead to a skeleton with clothes. You might recognize the clothes or possibly the face. This body is yours. You can inspect it for as long as you dare. Check it for wounds or clues to your death. Check its pockets for clues about your future if you wish. But you must figure out how to leave the room, and do it before your corpse awakens. If you make it out of the room, you'll find yourself back at the edge of the desert where you started. But if your corpse stirs before you can find the way out, you'll be trapped in that room for eternity, while your corpse is allowed to roam free. What does a corpse do with a second chance at life, you ask? Well, remember those groans and cries you heard crossing the desert? A reanimated corpse has to eat too. There are stories about a certain kind of hitchhiker. They only ever appear at night, on quiet roads, seeming to flicker into existence in the very edge of headlights, never carrying a sign, always with an expression of deep despondency on their faces, swathed in a heavy coat and long pants, usually with gloves. If you stop, they will seem cordial enough, polite, but hardly chatty. They will assure you that the next town or city along your route will be a fine spot to leave them. Normal enough. Unless you try killing them. They die easy enough. But look underneath their clothes, and you will see that their skin is marred with lines of scars, forming repeating patterns that are unsettling to look at, and even more unsettling in the context of their skin. They have no wallets, no identification. If you slice their belly open, however, they're different inside. There's no blood, no muscle, only a hollow cavity containing a single object. The object varies. Examples include a single coin, heavy and golden, and engraved with runes nobody could ever decipher. A diamond gem with fractile edges that slice bare flesh to ribbons. A small vase, quite unbreakable, that smells of the ocean and is always damp. Once you possess a hitchhiker's object, you'll find yourself always driving the quiet roads at night. You'll never mean to, but somehow, you just will. The lure of possessing a second one will hum quietly in your head. You'll strain to catch sight of a figure appearing in your headlights. Try to resist the impulse to stop. And sometimes you might, but sometimes you won't. You'll try telling yourself that this is just a normal person on an adventure, someone who ran out of gas. The logical part of your brain will scream at what you're doing. You'll smile and nod, and they'll get into the car. And you'll slowly, casually, reach under the seat or across to the glove box. On any night with a crescent moon, open any music program you might have on your computer that has a shuffle program. Empty your mind and keep clicking the forward button. If you're rather unlucky, a song named I'm Your Problem Now.mp3 will start playing. For the first minute, it will be completely silent. Close your eyes when the screams start, and do not open them for any reason. Horrible imagery will fill your mind of corpses and unimaginable evil. This will happen as a full 7 minutes of this song's horrible symphony of screams and sounds continue. If you make it through those torturous 7 minutes, you will wake up on a bench in a deserted Greyhound station. A faceless man at the other end of the station will offer you a cigarette. If you don't accept it, your eyes will open and the song will be gone and no time will have passed. If you choose to accept it, however, this man will divulge to you the secrets of life. After you're done smoking, take the ticket out of his pocket and board the bus coming into the station. You will awake back in your house, and exactly 12 minutes will have passed since you started listening. The problem is that anyone who survived the song goes insane from the information they've just learned. Be warned. Should you succeed, through any polished surface, be it mirror, wood, or window, your reflection will always be watching.